Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's Articulated Ninja here, and this ain't a drama channel. This is actually the last time I'm gonna speak on this subject matter, unless, you know, one of the parties involved actually hits me up. But I'm not speaking on this past this video, but it is sad to me, so I figured out, let me take the 5 to 10 minutes to just highlight some key things and prove a lot of people wrong in the comments to my last video. Now, are they really wrong? Not really, because everybody's entitled to their opinion, and that is okay. So a lot of people in the comments saying that I feel like he's racist, or no. Actually, correction, I said that he wasn't. I said that his crude banter, TalkerArt that is, I said that his crude banter comes off like that, and I know a lot of people won't understand it. I've been subscribed to him for years. I've been watching his videos for years. I understand his sexual jokes. I get these things. Do I think that they're necessary? Not really, but I understand them, so I'm not bashing him for that. So I didn't really focus on the sexual part. That shit's just unnecessary to me, especially to get in such detail. It's unnecessary, but I get why he does it. He does it because he knows he's going to get a reaction. So since you know you're going to get a reaction, you got a reaction, and it might not be the reaction that you wanted. You got to deal with it. He got tough skin. It looks, he's a big guy. Seems like he got tough skin. And as he told Dan, he doesn't care if people talks about him. So it shouldn't be a big deal, right? And it's not. But I want to address a lot of the people in the comments saying, oh, all of his Asian comments are not a big deal. His Asian comments, there's no reason for them to be seen as racist. And there's a toy channel, but let me break it down for you privileged people out there. Anyone defending TalkerArt in my videos is defending the fact that he needed to bring up someone's race or ethnicity or nationality like it was necessary, and it wasn't. That's what you're defending. Him saying Asian was not in a positive light or in a positive way. That's all that matters. It's funny because go check the comments. I'm not making this up, but I'm not sure if I'm going to take the time to screenshot them and show them. If I am, you'll see them on the screen. If not, oh well. But I literally have what I'm assuming is privileged males or whatever in my comments saying it's not a big deal. And then I literally have or had an Asian guy comment, no, it is. I actually do think it's messed up. Step outside of your own privilege. Step outside of your own little bubble. And people saying, oh, it's people are too sensitive. That's not what this is about. Him saying Asian was not in a positive light. That's all that matters. The guy makes crazy comments for attention. Who cares? But talk about the product, not the people. Anyone defending his actions is acting like he absolutely had to bring up race to get his message across, when the fact is that he didn't. So anyone defending him, to me, talking about free speech, it's not a big deal, or it shouldn't, either they don't get it or they're too privileged or ignorant to get it. Those are the facts. I don't think the guy is a racist at all. I've been a long time subscriber and fan, but I can still see when someone's in the wrong regardless. You guys act like you may like his videos. Like, I liked a lot of his content. I agreed with a lot of his overall messages, but you act like that has to make you blind to whether or not he was right or wrong in the situation. Even he said he was wrong in the situation. How dumb do you guys look at my comments defending his Asian comments when even he's not defending them? Stupid. And though I don't think he is racist, let me break it down for the privileged people why his comments are seen that way. And let's be clear, I'm not just talking about the white privilege. You guys are included too, but I'm also talking about the Hispanic and black privilege. And I'm Hispanic and black, so I'm also pointing these guys out, because as you can see from the comments right here, I'm blocking the names out, but I'm not blocking or removing the comments. You guys can go check them for yourself. But let's use this guy for an example right here. I'm confused at my fellow black people. Being called Asian twins is not racist. Asian is a region, not a color, and we can cut out that whole what he implies. Okay. He literally said that twice when he talked to Dan, and after he made a video showing that Dan was not talking about the 2 times there, obviously. Dan was talking about a bunch of other times, so stop that. Also, you saying that it's not racist or it can't imply racism. Yes, it definitely can, and I'll get into that. But let's add another person to that list before I get into it. Last person said they were black. This person says they're Hispanic. Cool, I'm definitely a mix of both. He said he also may come off as racist since he's calling 2 guys he doesn't like Asian twins, but calling someone Asian isn't racist. I'm Hispanic. You think I'm gonna cause a scene if someone pointed out, yeah, the Hispanic guy with the hat? Obviously, that's not what he's doing. You can sugarcoat it. No one's saying the Hispanic guy with the hat. That's not what he said. Oh, those Hispanic Beaner twins, or oh, the Hispanic guy, of course he's selling the Platanos, and it has to be implied negatively. Not used as a description, not no. That what he said wasn't positive, bro. Come on, how you even making that comparison? You tried to dumb down the comparison and tried to make it as bland as possible. Like he was little, it was just in a description. Oh, the Asian guy amongst the people of all different colors and races. No, that's not what it was. Dan knew this, and that's why Dan felt some type of way. But like I said, one guy said they were black. The other guy said he was Hispanic. Hey, I'm a mix of both, so let me educate you guys on why exactly Dan felt some type of way, because Dan understands racist history and racism throughout the country and the world. Clearly you and a bunch of other people, not just you two, but a bunch of other people don't understand the history. So let me basically regurgitate or say word for word what Earl Richardson said. Yo, shout out to you, Earl Richardson, because obviously you know your history and you know how things can be implied or what certain words mean and why they hold weight. Earl said, you along with many other people need to wake up. Learn a bit of racist history when you try to dismiss or water down racism, when it is staring you right in the face. When the phrase Asian twins is mentioned, you dismiss the racist behavior by pointing out that you would not be affected by it or offended by someone calling you Asian or Hispanic or whatever your ethnicity is. You leave out the word twins. As a black man, an African American, I know that the word twins is veiled as an insult of saying all of those blank look alike. It comes from slave owners not acknowledging the individuality of their property. One of the first things a person does when they think they are better than you is they strip you of your individuality. Therefore, regardless of your uniqueness, they just see color along with the corresponding features. Stop dismissing racism because it won't end until you first see it and call it out for what it is. Mic fucking drop for Earl. And what, I don't care about your ethnicity. I don't care whether you're black, white, Hispanic, and if you don't get it, you don't get it. And that's sad that you don't get it. But why do you think why do you think he stressed, oh, twins, oh, Asian this, oh, that's what he's doing. And even, I don't think he's racist, so I don't even think he realizes what he's doing. Dan, someone that did or does realize what that can imply, of course he felt some type of way. But they'll still use the TalkerArt logic and be like, well, it doesn't bother me, so I don't see the issue with it. Just because something doesn't bother you doesn't mean that there's not an issue with it. Step outside of your own little bubble. Anyone saying that people are just too sensitive, I agree in a lot of different areas and a lot of different ways, but this is not one of them. Dan was not being too sensitive, and other people are not being too sensitive. They have a right to feel some type of way. And if you feel like Dan, as well as others, are being too sensitive, you cannot look outside your own perspective. And I can. I don't feel offended. He didn't say Hispanic people. He didn't say it directly to me. But I can still directly put myself and imagine if it was said directly to me, how I could take it. Oh, the black twins over there. Oh, that black guy over there. Oh, the dumb black guy. Because Dan specifically said him saying dumb Asians. Oh, yeah, you dumb black guy. What does me being dumb and what does me being black, why does that have to relate at all? Why? You could just say I'm dumb because you don't feel like I'm educated enough to do my job. Why do you have to throw in that I'm black? But still, like I said, too sensitive, and it's not a big deal. And you guys obviously don't understand history of the world that you live in. And it's worse if you do have melanin on your skin and you don't understand your own history. Here, let me wrap it up for the extra slow people that like to pretend to be handicapped. Did he need to bring up race to criticize the product or the company? In this case, Marvel Legends or action figures. Did he need to bring up race to criticize the product or the company? Yes or no? It's that simple. If you say yes, you're a part of the problem. If you say no, that's it, no debate. That's my main stance, is that those race comments, it wasn't necessary. Talking about someone's race, ethnicity, or nationality, it's not necessary. Dan wasn't being oversensitive, and the people in the comments, what about the Asian people in my comments saying that, yeah, they do feel some type of way? That was pretty messed up. They're all being sensitive too? It's like, bro, you people are so privileged. You don't even you can't step outside your own reality for 2 seconds. It's sad. TalkerArt literally had to be confronted by Dan to realize what he was saying. He didn't even really get it, because like I said, I don't feel like he's racist. I've been a big time fan, long time subscriber. I don't feel like he's racist, but he didn't even understand the words he was implying. And that's a lot of you guys in the comments too. You don't even get it. It goes right over your head, regardless of your race, ethnicity, or whatever. It goes right over your head. You're just not educated enough. And even TalkerArt gets it. Once it was said to him, he understood it. So what are you guys defending? How are you guys defending him? I literally have to word it out in the most basic way possible. 2 + 2 is 4. Did he need to bring up race to criticize the product or the company? Yes or no? No, he did not. And if he did, he was wrong. And in this case, he was wrong and he admitted it because he realized he doesn't have to bring that up to criticize the company or the product. That shit is personal. As Dan said, you're making it personal. Why do I have to word it like that for you guys to get it? This shit is sad. Once again, not for the real handicapped people with you guys. I feel for you guys. I'm talking about the people that like to pretend to be slow because they're so one-sided and they see everything only from their own perspective. Did he need to bring up race to criticize the product or the company? Yes or no? That's what the focus and the point was of my entire video. If he did bring it up, he was wrong. That's it. I'm sure he knows that now. I'll move differently moving forward. He already apologized. Damn, it's some privileged, closed-minded, one-sided ass people out there. But it's cool. And then there's other people that are just reaching for bullshit. Like, hey, look at this guy. Look at this goofy. Am I confused? Are you of the opinion that this channel's over-sexualization of the female's body in action figure form is not offensive? Bro, that's not what we're talking about. Here you go, moving the goalpost. That's not what we were talking about. But if you want to get onto that subject real quick, no, it's not. And I'm sure some people can find it offensive. Hey, that's fine. I'm appreciating the action figures that the company makes. I don't over-sexualize them. I don't resculpt them myself. I don't do that. I appreciate females in real life a lot. So of course I appreciate females in action figure form. But I'm not taking the time to resculpt them, or really, I'm not having full sex scenes out on my channel. Stop it. You're reaching. You're reaching, buddy. And even if that was the case, okay, let's say that is the case. So I'm not allowed to have an opinion about anything else? Stop it, goofy. This is literally what people do in real life all the time. They lose one argument, so they move the goalpost and they try to bring up something totally unrelated. I was literally talking about racism, the psychology of racism, the oppression of people, stripping them of their individuality. That's why you say certain terms like twins and things like that. And you bring that into the over-sexualization of a female action figure? I'm literally talking about, no, he was wrong for bringing Dan's race or ethnicity into it at all. He was wrong for that. And if you're saying you feel offended because of the over-sexualization, supposedly, of female action figures on my channel, then you can feel offended about that. Sure, you have a right to feel offended. But just because you have a right to feel offended about that doesn't mean that Dan was wrong and TalkerArt was right. Goofy. TalkerArt was still wrong regardless about how you feel about my channel and female action figures. If anyone needs to bring up someone's race or ethnicity to criticize a product or a company, the message and the messenger is wrong. It's that simple. Dan said himself he did not care how much someone wants to bash the product or the company, or even say maybe he's not good at doing his job, but that has nothing to do with his race or ethnicity, nationality, whatever. Has nothing to do with it. So let's end it off with that simple statement for the extra one-sided, pretending to be slow handicapped people out there. 2 + 2 is 4. Did he need to bring up race or ethnicity to criticize the product or the company? Yes or no? That's it. Case closed. And since I'm going back to just having fun on this channel, and according to this guy, I'm not allowed to have any other opinion, since to him he may find it offensive that I over-sexualize female action figures. My bad, man. I appreciate a nice looking female action figure, especially one with curves, because all of them are usually pencils. So I just appreciate them. But I'm gonna throw it back to a special outro just for you. Toy photography and army buildings, all that I need is action figures. Toy photography and army buildings, all that I need, action figures. Don't buy me a thing, I told my girl that all that I need is action figures. Exclusives on my mind, so I won't stop until that figure's mine. And if you feel the same, hit like, subscribe, and stick around for action figures. G.I. Joe, classified, Marvel Legends on my mind, Valorverse and NECA time, Mythic Legions I must find.